What is one of the best ways to make money on Lighthouse? Glad you asked. Let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the X-Villain Hideout. My name is Ghost. If you guys have never been here before, I'm very excited you guys are here. Today, we are diving into the loot series that we started, and we're going to be running one of our first routes as a PMC. This is a route that is quick, that is efficient, and I promise will get you many ruble. Before we dive into that, just so you guys know, I do stream every single day. We take some Sundays off. Early in the morning, grab caffeine and come hang out. We would love to have you by the stream. Also, if you guys get some value out of today's video, make sure you smash the like button. It does go a long way for the channel. And if you guys want to see more content like this, including with the loot series and the PvP series, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. You can always hit the bell if you want to be notified when videos go live. Let's talk about this whole looting situation. So a couple things before we get started. One, there's going to be timestamps down below. That way you can see certain portions of the loot guide that you want to see without going through the entire video. The other thing is that there is a lot of resources in the Discord, including we are adding keys and maps and gun builds and all that stuff. So feel free to check that out at any time. All the links you guys will need will be down in the description. Now, what I want to talk about first was my typical loadout for doing this run. Now, I know some of you in the comments are going to be like, I don't have the money for that. That's completely fine. This is just what I use. You could use a pilgrim instead of this. I just use a big bag because you will fill it up. And then I use a rig that has 2x2s in it because of the propane, loot lord, roosters, and motors that we will come across when doing this run, as well as some other lighthouse runs that we're going to be talking about. Now, this is a very quick run. We cover not a lot of space. We still get really high tier loot, and we get a lot of loot at the same time. So you need to make sure that you have a red rebel. If you need to, you can barter a red rebel from Jaeger 3, I believe. Yep, right here. So if you need one, you can get it from him. And then the other thing we're going to be grabbing is a paracord because you need it. And then you're going to want an armored rig. It doesn't matter which one. I really been liking the AA CPC, but you can run like a TV-110. You can run, honestly, any armored rig that you have. You can even run that little tiny one. What is it? The MMAC, if you really wanted to. You get a little bit less space with it, but like I said, completely up to you. But this is pretty much what we run. I'm going to show you on the map where we're going, and then we are going to get into it. So I'll leave this link down in the description below. This is Map Genie. It is very useful. There are so many different filters. Maybe I'll do a whole video on teaching the best way to use this, but it's really good. So what all I did was I highlighted extractions and spawn points. Now, typically, how I do lighthouse runs, I'm going to be showing you guys about 3 or 4 of them, is based on where you spawn. Because you can spawn in one side of the map or the complete opposite side of the map. You got rogue farming over here, but there is so much loot on this map. Now, what I typically do is this is the route that I do if I get any of these spawns right here. This one, tunnel, and then even sometimes this one or this one. It just depends on how I'm feeling. There's another route that I run, this one as well, where I go through shoreline. But ultimately, any of these that are close around the chalet and the hotel, or whatever you want to call it, the lodge, any of those are okay. Just know that all of these spawns are most likely going to push there. So you're going to have at least, I would say, 1 other spawn. Most of the time, 2 other spawns. Rarely do I have where I have like 3 separate teams that I'm fighting. So if you have this spawn, right, the closest one, you're going to run up here and you're probably going to fight these guys unless they loot this first. These guys sometimes loot this first, but you have to understand that. So this is going to be where most of the loot is. And then we have minimal loot here. There is some really good loot here, but it's not as much. So sometimes these spawns, like me, for instance, if I get this spawn, I will actually push right through this, bulldoze over here, loot this, and then I come back right here because where we extract is actually Mountain Pass, which is behind here. Well, I guess it's kind of in between when you look at it on the map like this. But anyways, let's get in there and I will show you guys where everything spawns. Okay, so we're in here. We are running from the close spawn, which is right here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so other spawns out here. Now, if you are the first one running up here, you don't have to worry. Nobody's going to be here before you. You are the closest one here, unless they're hacking. Now, if you're not the first one here and you're one of these other spawns that I mentioned and you're doing this route, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run over here and you're going to want to jump in very quickly. You're going to want to go to here. You're going to want to open this door and you're going to want to peek in the house with a right-hand peek. And that way you have it right here. Most of the time, people are hiding right behind this door. I'd say literally 8 out of 10 times when they hear somebody running up, they're going to be hiding behind this door. Normally what I would do is if I have the closest spawn and I'm just running up, I'm gonna run just straight through and we're gonna go through garage. You can get weapon parts inside of this truck. Typically not something that I always go for because I don't like being inside the truck. There's a safe in this little type of shed. So we're gonna loot this first. Okay, we can get gold right here. You can also get it in the book. Make sure you double check the book because if it's a Bitcoin or GP coin, you won't see it. So check for your perception dot. We're gonna go right into the garage. Here we have really good spawns of high tier stuff, Iridium, VPX, Vertex, stuff like that. Here we have another skull ring. That's another good spawn. We have multiple spawns on the floor. Here we have a helix. There's another spawn that's closer over on this side. Where am I hitting it? There it is. Scissors, metal scissors. You can't see them, so you have to check. Another spawn right there. We have a spawn inside the back of the truck. Industrial spawn right here, or some other stuff. Repellent. You can get military battery and some stuff right here. Inside of here, you have suppressors and other types of gun parts. A lot of times meta parts as well, SC5s and stuff. Right here, we have 3 or 4 spawns on the floor. You just got to kind of move around and see if you see a dot. It'll be inside the boxes. And then also you can get like propane and motors. Toolbox. Then we're going to go into here. Usually we'll have food and ammo just like as such right here. And then right here we can get rare spawn. You can also get streamer items here. So make sure you check this. And then also do the dot thing just in case it's like a Bitcoin or something. Right when we run into the table, this is a rare spawn where my dot's at. I'm going to be using my dot in this video to kind of point where things are. It's going to be like right here. Then you're going to want to check the chair for rare loot as well as rare stims. Now, one thing that I'm going to be showing you guys is where the rare stims are because many of you struggle with the samples quest from Peacekeeper and you don't want to go to labs and you don't want to kill Sanitar and his guards. So this is a great way. I actually got all of my stims on Lighthouse for samples. I had an AH that I looted and died with, and then I re-received it as a scav on this map. So that technically didn't count, but it is here, just so you guys know. So I'll show you guys where those are. Check chairs. And here you have food, but you can also have moonshine spawn. So check up here for that. You can get sugar and food as well right there. Now, order of priority is where is the best loot, and you need to make sure that you can get there first, which means we are going to run straight downstairs after you check this table area because there's really good loot there. We are running straight downstairs. Always check right here. When you come in here and run down, by the time the other spawns run up from across, they will be coming up like right here. So you can just quickly check this, and then if they're not here, you just pop this open. You're gonna check this body. Really good loot spawns right here. Check the head area. Sometimes in the middle. I don't know if it's the same spawn and it just moves. And then the other one is the legs. You want to make sure you check for a dot because stims can spawn on the legs. Right here you can get like Bitcoin, ASA, Vertex, VPX, stuff like that. Health spawn stuff is all right here. As you can see, a splint. Out here we have ammo. You can get bricks of BS and other types of ammo. Then we have a rare spawn as well as a gold spawn right here in the broken boxes. Oh, see, where's this? A Bitcoin? Where is it? See, this is why I say check for the dot. We literally don't see anything. Where is it? It's right here somewhere. Oh my gosh, this is gonna bother me. This is not ideal, especially if somebody was running up on us. Hold on. Okay, sadly I can't grab it. Sometimes that's a Bitcoin. If you guys want to spend more time on that, that's where it spawns. You guys see where the dot's at. Then you can get sugar and other stuff quickly. You can look up here and grab it like that. We're gonna go up these stairs. Right here, we're gonna have a really rare spawn. Always check carefully because Bitcoin, skull rings, and GP coins are really hard to see on this, but typically it's like right here. You also have loot that spawns right here, hoses, helixes, stuff like that. Now on the outside, there is stuff that spawns. I don't try to stay out here too long. We have a gun part right here, because there is snipers that sit right here and snipers that sit right here, which is why on this level as well, which I'm gonna show you right now, there is loot up there, but I don't always want to look for it. Right here, you can find stuff all along here on the floor. Right here is industrial stuff and loot. Wrench. You can get gun parts and stuff right here. When I grab it, I typically crouch like this and I'll look around. It's like inside. Grab it right there. You can get food and stuff right there. We have a jacket right here. We're going to go upstairs. Here is ammo. Upstairs, you can get intel and gold right there. You can get rare spawns right there and right there. We have food spawns right here and right here. On the pool table, we also have food spawns as well as sugar. On the box, you have a spawn. Right here, you have a rare spawn. Sometimes it's the same thing. You have to check for the dot. Hit this. Nice. That's 50K scope right there. We're going to go into these rooms that we didn't go into. Oh, here's health stuff right here, as well as stims. Remember we were talking about stims? Little car kit. I thought that was a defib. In here we have food and ammo. Sports bag. Check bathroom sinks for gold and health spawns. We have health spawns right here. Med stuff. Check tables for gold. We have a med bag right here. We have gun parts down here. Check sink for meds. We're going to go out to this little building. There's an intel spawn in here, so it's always worth checking. Got health right here. A couple of med things. You can get food and stuff right here. Like there's a gold spawn right here, as well as Ionka bars and stuff. Right here is an intel spawn, as well as food. We have a jacket right here. Slender mask. We're just going to drop that. I can't remember what spawn's here. I want to say it's food. That's pretty much it for in here. We're gonna run back in. We already went this way. Now we're gonna go down to the next level. Next level, we have a box right here, crate right there. In here, we have gold spawn right there. Check both nightstands. We have good spawn right here, like D-fuel. What else do I typically find here? Stuff that's like that. Now, right here on the floor, you can find stuff as well. It's not all the time, but just like run over it like this. Here we have the theater. They're gonna have Intel, GPU, and other rare items. Usually I'll just comb over the seats, check for a dot. You can get moonshine in the cup holder. Right here you can get like mule, AHF, and rare stims, as well as Intel. Check these like that. You can get industrial loot and stuff there on the floor, as well as right here on the floor. Is that something? No. You can also get stuff. Where is it? Right here. Just check here. Stuff on the floor as well. You can get stuff. Nothing there. You can get like a grizzly. I'll typically get right here, as well as other med spawns. You have a sports bag in here. I just check bathroom sinks all the time. You'd be shocked at how many things you find in the sinks. We have med spawns in here. People have said that they found O scopes and defibs. I have not, but I still check. But there is this here, and then I just look for other random stuff. Is that all of this house? We hit outside, we hit inside. I think this might be this entire house. I think we might be good. Went upstairs. Okay, yeah, we're good. Now let's go to the next house. Just know people do hide in this little area, so be cautious. Now we are going to the lodge. Red Rebel is right over here, so if you get something extremely rare, you can just go straight here. I will show you guys where the spawn is after. We're gonna run down this, and we're gonna go into the garage. There's a lot of good loot potential in the garage. I will typically go on the side right here, and I'm right away checking windows to see if I see anybody right in the beginning. And then once I get my stam back, while I'm looking around, my stam is taking forever to come back. Then I will run around here, and I will open this door. Here you can get like food and stuff. There's a jacket right here. There's another jacket right here. We're not going to loot that. And then over here, you can find loot on top of the shelf. You have the med bag right there. We have another spawn for loot right there. That one's locked. You could hit this. Don't underestimate these little crates. Sometimes they get really good stuff out of them. Okay. Then we're going to go in here. Right here is an intel spawn, as well as check the rest of the top, and then all of these machine shelves. You have a toolbox right there. There's another spawn right here. We got our propane, which is why we keep the 2x2 for stuff like that. Going upstairs, the first room to the left, we have gold spawns right here. Typically, it's gold chains right there. And then check the seat as well. Then come into here, and we have gold spawn as well as intel can spawn on these shelves right here. If it's gold and you can't see it, check the magazine like this. Then you have a sports bag as well. We're going to go ahead and leave here. You know, have cover when you're running across. Stuff spawns like all right here on the floor. I wouldn't necessarily pick it up if I were you. Right in front of here, we have rare spawns. You can get Bitcoin, Iridium, and rare things right there, as well as ASA. Run straight into the house, and you're going to be able to find moonshine and gold back here. Just check like this. See it on the shelves as well. You can find vodka and Jack Daniels right here. So I'll quickly check that. There's not a ton of loot in here. A lot of it is like little loot, like stuff like that. But I wouldn't even search the whole thing. I just run to the main spots. Remember I was telling you guys about the rare stim? Right here, I think it is. You can get rare stim spawns. So a lot of the stuff for samples will be right there. Just look. And then all in here, check for stims and check for other med spawns. Then you got more med spawns in here. Looks like we got food as well. Then we got gun parts all right there. Another box right there. We have the front door. We have a bag right here. Over here, we have a grenade box. I love checking grenade boxes for RGNs and RGOs. It is worth, in my opinion. Okay, there's nothing in there. Call me a liar. Going out this way, we're going to have a dead scav that typically has good stuff on him. Okay, we got a helmet. We'll take that. This is an ammo box. You can check for like 995 and other rare ammos, M62 and such. Okay. Now we're going to go upstairs. Now on both sides, there is a safe. They are physical safes, so they are safes that you have to open. Unlike some of the other safes, it's actually pretty cool. So you open them and look inside. Inside, you have these two keys for these safes. You have USEC first safe key, and then you have the second safe key. They're both pretty cheap as well, so it's pretty cool. We're gonna open it up. Oh, we got nothing, dude. Sad. Sometimes you can't see what's under there. We're gonna straight across to the other safe. Oh no, nothing in either safe. We have rare weapon spawn right here. That one's not that good. And then check for gold. Nothing here. Okay. There's, like I said, there's not a whole lot in here, so we're gonna be running out of here. There's a toolbox here. Now we're gonna go over here. There's another rare spawn out here. Check for food and sugar. We got sorry right there. On this chair, though, is a rare spawn. There we go. We got GP coin. You can get Bitcoin. You can get VPX Vertex. I promise you, even as a scav, there's a lot of those spawns that you think people don't know about. They do. This spawn, if there is something there as a scav, I almost get it every time. That whole area could be looted. I get stuff on this chair all the time. So make sure you come and check it. The next one we're going to run to is over here. And mainly I just come in and check for sugar. Sugar is worth a lot. It's like 100K. So it's worth coming into this little food area and checking. Sometimes you'll find it like right here, just where this like pineapple juice and stuff is. Got some condensed milk. In and out of here. And then I will run quickly down here before we leave. And I'll check this dead scav. I got a GPU on here. If you guys seen on my TikTok, I was shook. Like, oh my gosh, we got a GPU. And I'll grab stuff off that scav. And we will head this way. And we're basically just going to go up to the right. Okay, I can't climb. Keep going to the right. See the little crossroads over here. And then right here, we have Red Rebel. Bada bing, bada boom. You're ready to start the run all over. And I promise you, as you continue to do this run, you will get much faster. You will know exactly where you want to go, where you want to loot. And there's a lot of things that I didn't search and pick up that I normally would. What I usually do is I fill up, I grab everything, literally everything. And then I will min max with what I think is going to be better. But I do these runs all the time and they are very, very lucrative. It's actually gonna wrap up the video. I am so sorry that I didn't pause the screen. I'm sure you guys can actually go back and pause and see what I actually looted. We got decent stuff. I'm sad that we didn't get no ASAs. We didn't get any Bitcoin. That Bitcoin was super hidden. We didn't get any of the rare stims, but you run it very quickly, and the more you do it, the faster you get at it. We do it all the time on stream. If you guys want to come by the stream, come by sometime. We start early in the morning, grab some caffeine, watch some of the Lighthouse runs. If we're not doing Lighthouse runs, you can ask me to do Lighthouse runs. I'm always down to do loot runs in front of people live, so you guys can see that this is actually really, really lucrative, and how quick you can actually get at it, which is the cool part. With Red Rebel, it just makes it so strong. I would not be surprised if Red Rebel was nerfed in some way and moved, because it is just so strong being able to loot both of those and leave. If you guys liked the video and you got some value out of today's video, make sure you guys smash the like button. It does go a long way for the channel. And you guys can always subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when more loot videos go live. The other thing is I want to say is I know many of you love looting just like I do, and you guys know all kinds of crazy spots. Put them down in the comments for other people. I know that I didn't cover every single spot. This is just typically the route that I run and the spots that I hit, but I'm sure that there's plenty of spots and cheeky little gold spawns and tech spawns that I totally didn't even hit, or I totally forgot, or I missed. So feel free to put them in the comments and we can all share them with each other, making the loot run even better. Also in the comments, if you guys have any suggestions on what map you want to see next, or what routes you want to see, like say there's a specific route in a specific area, put it down below and I will definitely explore that idea and most likely make a video for you guys to hopefully bring the most value. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are very blessed. Hope you have an amazing day or night depending on where you're at in the world. Don't go anywhere. There's more videos right here. Check out some more of these videos. Hopefully they bring you some value, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Happy raids, my friend.